Well, welcome everyone. This is Phyllis, and I'm very excited to be here today. It is February the 18th, 2022, and we do this daily call where we have discussion about the calendar that you see in front of us. That's the Vetter calendar, as well as about 4:25 Eastern time, we'll shut down for just 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and do an AMA, Ask Me Anything, in that time frame. So without wasting any time, let me just go over a couple quick things so everybody is in check. First of all, the pre-sale list came out today, I believe, and what Jeremy said is he wanted everyone to know that you can at least look at this and see your addresses on it. Just know it is possible that the entries will be removed with participating in a private sale. So if you're participating in the private sale, you'll be removed, or if you do not hold 10,000 Vetter. So just so you know, so that's out there now. You can take a look at that. I know everybody's been waiting for it. Again, this isn't the private sale list. This is the pre-sale list. Okay, the second thing I want to just make sure everybody knows is that we are having an exciting call coming up on the 23rd, February 23rd, and that's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern time, at 12 p.m. Pacific time, and that's going to be with our anonymous marketing team. So we're really, really excited. So mark your calendars on that as well. And of course, I want to let everybody know that daily we are doing, Monday through Saturday, we are doing a Vetter Trading Club call where you're more than welcome to listen in. It's going to be for the Discord community, of course, and you have that Zoom information there that's already posted for you for tonight's call, which we'll be doing at 5 p.m. Eastern time, actually following this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, but I wanted to do something a little bit different because yesterday we had the opportunity, and I'm going to go into a Telegram. Actually, let me go back and get to let me go to this first. Let's go to Meta Inu. I think it's right here. All right. So I'm going to go into this a little bit with you guys. This is a project that was on our calendar, and when we were going to look at it for the Vetter Trading Club last night, and when we started to do a deep dive into it, some things came to light that we just didn't feel comfortable with. And I wanted to share it with you so you can understand some of the things that we actually pinpointed. At first, when we looked at it, everything looked pretty good, but then we went into the Telegram group, which is what most of the time, I'll do many times before they even launch. And I will start looking at, some of the pinned posts. And so let me just, it's weird. I was already a part of this, and just weird how I got knocked out. Okay, so what we started to notice was, and maybe, you'll notice it as well. You see, there's just a lot of the same messages over and over and over again, telling us that the pre-sale's live, it's KYC and it's audited. But one of the things that we came across, and I'm not sure if we're going to find it now, maybe it's not going to be here, but I will scroll up to try to find it. If not, I'm just going to put in pink sale and see.
Phyllis, they deleted some stuff when I went back to it today as well.
They did. Well, I'll kind of describe it. Okay, when we went into here yesterday, we noticed that there was some scam pink sale. It actually was called iPink Launchpad. And therefore, we were like, what's going on with this? That's not right. We knew something was definitely out of the ordinary. When we started going through a lot of these posts, we realized that some of these posts were pretty much just, posts that shouldn't be there. And also the scam post was in there for a very long period of time. And, it could have been that perhaps it was not Maybe it was just somebody throwing the scam post in there. But however, as a community and as like a developer and as well as a moderator, you definitely don't want to leave scam types of links in your channel, especially when you're getting ready to actually launch. And so it's real important that we, whoops, why is let me leave here. All right. So what happened was, you don't want to leave that, like, especially think about it, when we were actually doing the VPAD or the Vetter, there were so many links that were getting thrown at us, but we were keeping up on getting rid of them because we didn't want to have any scam links. And so when you care about your project, they're the kind of things that you look at. You have a bot in place so that they get rid of any links that come in before anybody can click on them. And then there wasn't any activity going on as well in the Telegram chat. As a matter of fact, there wasn't even a voice chat going on. And there was supposed to be one. It was my understanding there was supposed to be one. So I wanted to share that with you. Whether it went on to be successful, I don't know. I didn't really follow up with it afterwards, but I wanted to bring it up because Mike and I had some discussion today about it. And it's a great learning experience to kind of take a look at some of the things that you might see that right before a launch. Now, guys, we were kind of ready to get into this, so if we did get into it without really looking at what was happening, what was transpiring within the Telegram group, we probably would have got in. And if you were brand new, you surely would have got in. So one of the lessons here is that, before you jump into a program or jump into a project, you definitely want to make sure that you're in their Telegram group prior to the launch so you can actually see what's going on and hear what's going on. So I wanted to share that, with you. But I also wanted to share, and I'm glad you're here, Dan, because I wanted to share a project that we actually got into at on a private sale. And let me just bring that up. And I can have you talk about it a little bit because I think it's important. Last night we had a call with the All-Star Vetters, as well as they're All-Star Vetters, but they're also members of let me get to the right one. It's called Galaxy Arena, right?
Yeah, that's the one. So not Galaxy Doge, but yeah. We got to go to March. You got to go to March because it's launching in March.
Okay, that's why I figured it didn't look right. All right.
Yeah. 30th.
Here, down here.
Yep.
Okay. So let me just give you a little background. We had a call last night with the All-Star Scouts, and we also, All-Star Vetters, as well as we had the Vetter Trading Club there. And we were looking at projects that we wanted to actually get into, projects that we deemed that could be successful. Again, we're not telling you to jump into these projects, and I'm telling you not to do that now. But I want to give you some insight on, why we liked the project and, kind of why we got into the project. And right now they're in private sale. And I think we did go over this once on this call, did we not?
I
think we did because it was on Polygon.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember talking to Robin in regards to it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as you know, Dan is an incredible scout and vetter, and he put this on the chart for next month. It's going to launch on the 30th. And we're taking a look at it, a very good look at it. But I wanted to bring it up again because, like I said, last night we decided as a community, as the Vetter Trading Club, to actually get involved into this. So it's exciting to be able to share that with you. So I'm going to just kind of read through a little bit about what Dan says, and then Dan, you can kind of go into it again with them just to share some more information, because I believe where's the private sale on its contributions right now? Do you know?
I looked earlier today. It hadn't moved. It was still just over 500,000. But I would have to think that it's probably moved since then. But I don't know how often they're updating it. And the same thing, even when we had talked about initially, where it was under 200,000, the next time I looked, which is maybe a couple of days after that, it had jumped, so I think they are updating. It's just not like, in real time, where it's just moving every time a contribution's made.
Right, right, right. So, and actually, we could take a little peek right now, and it's on their website, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Let's just see kind of where it is. All right. And where's the update? Is it
You
somewhere?
got to go down the page. There we go. You just missed it. So go back up a little bit. We're looking for a purple bar. Yeah,
There
there we
we
go.
go. All right, guys, they're wanting to raise $750,000. That's what their soft cap is. Right now, they're at 502,000. And they're looking to move this to the 750 range. The project looks pretty healthy. I want Dan to kind of go into it a little bit more. So there is still opportunity for a private sale, but I just want to tell everybody to be very cautious. And why I say this is this. Remember when, we're getting ready soon to launch, our Vetter pad, our launch pad with Vetter. And we don't have the name out yet. So those who think it's VPad, it's not that, but our launch pad. But as you recall, when Mike did his meeting when we introduced it to everybody, we talked about being knowing the people behind the project. So for instance, Vetter, we all know that the people behind the project are stellar. They've launched an incredible project. Everything they said they were going to do, they did, and they're doing more. So we really don't know this project. However, we're kind of taking a chance and seeing how it goes. But we're pretty interested in it, and we think it'll do well. But I want to be caution you in case you decide you want to get into a private sale, that you want to make sure that you're doing your due diligence, and you're not just going to pop in there because we talked about this on today's call. So Dan, if you could just kind of go through it a little bit with everyone. And do you need me to pop up a different page? You want the Vetter part up, or?
Yeah, I mean, you can bring up the Vetter, you can bring it up on the platform if you like. But really, I'll just go ahead because I'm already there. I'll just go through, because I've made a lot of notes, in regards to it. But, they've already done an AMA. And even when I, listen to the AMA, you get the sense right away that they really want to be transparent, about what they're doing. They've already gone ahead and shown, part of the development, going on with with what they're building in the metaverse. They had also mentioned Metatastic technology, which is the ability to be able to stream what's going on in the metaverse. So they were trying to explain it, but apparently this is technology that does exist, and I've never seen it done before. So that was another thing that was kind of interesting about this project. Just a lot of different things that I heard that to me were good signals, even though, I have not yet, because I know when I was talking to Mike, we were talking about the Simplex partnership. And yes, I did agree with you that I do believe that it is in regards to the processing, whenever you go ahead and you buy crypto, that you can go through Simplex, and I believe that's the company that they're talking about. But for those that are on the call that may not be aware, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing about this project, they are looking to develop, or they've already made a partnership with Simplex, is what they had said. So they've also got the vice president of Simplex, that is wanting to come on board as an advisor. They're also planning to launch on 5 central exchanges at the same time, when they launch. So they've got the private sale that's going on. There's going to be 2 pre-sales, 75 million allocated, for the first pre-sale, 50 million allocated to the second pre-sale, and another 75 million allocated, to the private sale. Private sale, it's going to be vested, but in fact, all 3 are going to be vested, the private sale and the 2 pre-sales. I think for the private sale, they were talking 10%, that you would get, every 30 days. And then for the pre-sale, it's going to be 20% after launch, and then 10% every 45 days. And they wanted to make sure that not all the tokens were going to be on the market at the same time. So the release of the tokens is actually going to be staggered. And I have seen that, I've seen a couple of different projects that have looked at trying to go ahead and do staggered releases, which I think is helpful, because again, well, we know that at launch, a lot of people that get in early tend to dump. somebody had wondered about the anti-gambling, and so I guess maybe this is a law or something. And they said that as for how the anti-gambling protections are going to be addressed, that they're going to be partnering up with another company that they did not disclose that already has all that covered. So again, being intentional in terms of making sure that they are staying clear of any kind of issues, with the law. They are in contact, with auditing companies, so they want to make sure that they get this audited, before it launches. They had an issue with Certic, I guess, with another project, where they saw some delays. So Certic's still on the table, but they are still looking to go ahead and possibly get a Certic done. But they've got a blockchain developer, his name's Daniel, that they've got that has some connections, so apparently he worked with the Swiss Post. I'm not sure what that is, but he created the Swiss crypto stamps. So he apparently is a trusted individual and he knows how to code. So I guess that individual, the blockchain developer, is going to be helping to make sure that they've got an auditing company they can trust that will provide the audit for them before it launches. They've got a marketing company, Coinbound, that's going to be doing a marketing blitz, for them. They're also in contact with a lot of different UFC fighters, trying to develop relationships with them. That will be part of this project. They've also spoken with Sucker Punch Entertainment. I believe they've got some, if you ever go to the webpage, they're definitely, kind of in line with what they're trying to do with this project as well. Building the augmented reality and VR technology, since 2014. So they've been in development for quite a while. I mean, there's just a lot of different things going on, with the project. As I just continue to, communicate, what I've learned about them.
Thanks, Dan. I muted myself because I had a cough and I didn't want you
that's
guys
okay.
to hear me. But
no problem.
Thanks, Dan. I really appreciate it. And I know you have to run. That's why I wanted you to kind of give a little synopsis on this, because in case anybody wants to take a look at it today and kind of just see if it's something for themselves, they can. There's a lot of great information here. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wanted to mention, remember, this is at 4, so I'm already good. She's already home. So I don't have to run. So we're good.
Okay. Oh, great. So, well, that's good news. That's right.
So yeah, so I'm here. I'm here this time.
Oh, that's great. That's good news, because it's sometimes there's some more that we want to go over, and I know you have to run out, but we do appreciate you taking the time to review this. And I kind of skirted through quickly through the last project that I was talking about, because I really wanted to spend more time, but I kind of forgot the fact that you don't have to pick up your daughter today. So
yep.
I wanted to talk a little bit more, because I wanted to, kind of, did they actually delete the pink sale link?
They did. And so it's really disappointing, because I try to be pretty good about the projects that I put on the calendar. And even when I talked to Paul, I was like, because Paul, he was talking to me about vetting this project, and I'm like, sure, go ahead, any project that I put on the calendar, by all means, go ahead and vet it. And so he was talking to me about just some of the concerns, and I told him, because I don't normally put memes on the calendar, but I was like, you know what? Memes, it's I've looked at projects, like I think one of them was about Elon's dog, and the website was horrible. I'm like, looking at this project, like there's nothing about this project that says this is a good idea. And that project, like, it was crazy. Either it did like something crazy, like a 20x or a 90x. It was nuts, but it was off the hype. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and start taking a look, at more memes. And that's not typically what I've done.
Yeah. And you know what, and Dan, we know you're a great veteran, great scout, and we all, have done things like that, but I wanted to share, this is actually pink sale. Okay. But last night on their website, or on their Telegram, up here said pink sale. And it took you to a page that looked, pretty, a lot like it. The things to look at that were fake, where number one, they didn't have any of this information here. This was all kind of blank. And the other thing is, when you go down to, I think it's into here, you notice how I can actually type in here if I want to. In Pink Sale, and I'm glad somebody brought that up last night. In Pink Sale, if you're not in Pink Sale and you're in the wrong Pink Sale, you won't be able to type in here at all. Okay, it's basically just a fake site. So it looks like to me it's still a problem. It looks like they're basically not filling. I think they had a lot of issues. I'm not sure, a lot of times what happens, guys, and I hate to say this, but a lot of times what developers will do, the bad developers will do. That's why you're so blessed to have Jeremy as in Vetter. What they'll do is they'll burn their own project. So what they'll do is they'll go into the Telegram group and they'll post the wrong links and they'll do all that. Okay. And then what they do is they come back and they say, oh guys, we were botted. We had an issue. I'm so sorry. And then they disappear. So just so you know, a lot of times that's meant to be. So you have to be so very careful. So that's why it's so important that, we really right up until the time that this launches, right up to the time. Okay. You need to check it every single day. Really, I'm being very honest. Like today we have, that's, one of my favorite projects out there is Moonforce. And Moonforce is, let's see here. Let me just bring it up real quick. Now I know that the project's a good project. However, I'm not telling you to invest in it. They're going to be launching at 6 o'clock tonight. But my point is that even though this is Dev Team 6, which is typically one of the GOATs, greatest of all times that we pretty much label them as, because they've had a lot of great successes in the past. But even them, okay, even them, I'm going to watch this like a hawk until the time it actually launches, because you just don't know, something might happen, a developer gets in a fight with another developer and they decide they don't like each other. And then before you know it, someone takes, their money and runs, and that kind of stuff happens. So you want to be very, very careful on that. So I know I'm really hammering it a lot because, you want to make sure that you're really doing that. I know a lot of times what happens is we'll put a project out there, on the dApp, and let me just bring the dApp back up because it's pretty impressive. A lot of projects on the dApp, and as you can see here, and let me just get out of the month of here, and let me get into February, and I probably have to refresh. So let me just have a sec and get rid of this.
There we go.
Yeah. So as you can see, we have a ton of projects on here, a ton. And I mean, just look, today alone, which is the 18th, we have 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 projects. 20, you have 30 here. You have 27 and 5, you have 32 here. Guys, it's a very powerful tool. And what I love about it is, and let me just kind of take it real quickly, and I can't really spend a lot of time because I only have 2 minutes. This is our Discord group. Those of you who are in our Discord, Mike did a recording yesterday of all the suspicious activity that went on with the project I just spoke about, Meta Universe. Make sure you watch that. It's very, there's a lot of information there that I couldn't cover because we couldn't see it, but here's what I want to show you. The beauty of what Vetter does and has done over the past, okay, how we actually came to the Vetter token was we actually brought a ton of information with a wide group of people, okay, and did a lot of crowdsourcing, okay, on projects. So let me just give you an example, okay. Mike put this out yesterday in our Discord. Over here, one of our top vetters, Brink 36, he immediately that night at 10:52, he put an update in here. Okay. And what happens is, in the past, we didn't have that. Okay. We didn't have the calendar. Okay, we didn't have this calendar. What it was the antiquated, was antiquated. We would all crowdsource it, we would communicate with each other, like just like he did last night, which was great because we still do that. We still do a lot of communication, in our Discord group. But here's the thing, guys. A lot of that information is all here for you. And you can actually make a really good assumption. Are we going to be right 100% of the time? No. But I'll tell you right now, our success rate just the month of January was over 91% for any purple scout. So pretty impressive. So guys, I'm going to have to shut down for just a 5-minute break. And so that we could actually, hold on one second. So we could take 5 minutes. I'm going to come back at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to come back and we're going to be able to answer some questions. It doesn't matter what they are. If you have questions, past questions on what I just went over, that's fine too, or any questions thereof. So, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. So be back in a little bit.
Hello, is anybody still here or we're done?
It's a intermission. We're gonna restart in about 3 minutes.
Oh, great. I thought like, what happened? Okay. Thank you.
All right, guys, welcome back. Glad to have everybody here today. And just wanted to have an opportunity to be able to answer any questions that you might have. I'll do my best to answer them. A lot of the technical questions, I'm not a developer, so I just want you to know that. So in case I can't answer a development question, I'm going to look and see if Jeremy's here, but I don't believe he is. He's probably had his head down and working diligently. So, so do we have any questions? I see Mauricio, you have a question. You can go ahead and unmute yourself. Mauricio? Yeah, I'm clicking ask to unmute, so you should be able to click the unmute button there. All right, we'll just come back to you. And any questions, guys? Anything that I can clear up for you? Anything specific you want me to talk about? I'm pretty much yours for the next 25, 30 minutes. So.
Hey, Phyllis, it's Deborah.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi. About this Moon Force
Yeah.
launch. It on the calendar, it says 4 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Right, because let me take a look at it, because the 4 p.m. hold on. Actually, I'm bringing up my other computer. So actually I can probably just do it here, right? Let's do that. If I can get out of here. Okay, and let me just get to the site itself. I might go here to Moon Force. And unless they change something again.
When I search it, I get both times.
No, I'm talking about on the Telegram.
Oh.
I just want to look on Telegram to
I'll get
see, because sometimes they may have changed something like, last minute, or they changed it a lot, by the way, just so you know.
I
It was changed a lot because they wanted to launch on their own launch pad and it wasn't ready. So let me just put in launch, oops, I can spell time. Let's see here. It said it's here, so where is it?
I think the pre-sale is still at 5 p.m. Central.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think it's 6 p.m. Yeah, so you're saying the calendar says differently?
When I search Moon Force in the calendar, it says today 4 and 6.
Okay.
So that is confusing.
Let me just check it. Well, they're probably doing their maybe a pancake swap right after that, at 2 hours later.
Is that the one that said they would not do pancake swap?
Yeah, I don't really remember. I haven't kept up with it, to be honest with you. I actually put it on the calendar and I didn't even get a chance to get in it myself.
It says on the Telegram, it'll be a pie swap exclusive, not pancake swap.
Yes, that will be on their platform. PieSwap is Moon Force's or Dev Team 6's platform,
right.
just like Pancake Swap. So 5 p.m. Central is their pre-sale, and they have about 2,000 BNB left to go. And as soon as they hit that, then 2 hours later, 1 or 2 hours later, they're going to go to launch on PieSwap. So the 5 p.m. is the one they're launching on their Moon Force platform, and the link to that they'll provide it at that time.
Let me ask you, so there's nothing happening, at this, well, this is the time that it was actually dated. So at the pre-sale and the launcher at 6. Okay. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Do you want to talk more about Moon Force? Whoever that was, you're more than welcome to go ahead.
This is Winston, the other bettor on Moon Force.
Winston, you're one of my favorite bettors too.
No.
Yeah, Winston, I'm proud of you. You got into this. I went to sleep slept at the wheel because I was so busy. But congratulations for being able to get in on that. Congratulations, my friend. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to focus on two, 3 or 4 projects. Otherwise, my mind will go crazy because I also have a day job and there's no way I can keep up with it. So in that sense, I was able to get it. I know you guys go through way too many projects, so it's not that easy. So got it. I got it on the OG sale, so it's not that much difference between the pre-sale and the OG sale, but there's almost half difference between the Pi swap launch, that's for the public, and then the OG or pre-sale, because that is the OG sale was 600K for one BNB, 600K force tokens on one for one BNB, and then the pre-sale that's coming up, it's 500K for one BNB, and then when it goes to the public, it'll be 375K for one BNB.
Right, right, right. So let me ask you a question. They've had a tremendous amount of private sales and things along that line. I think they even had a seed sale. Didn't they have a seed sale? Like one in front of the private sale? Or am I mistaken on that?
They had an OG sale and then a whitelist sale so far.
Okay,
Yeah.
so far. And so during those 2 times, do you know what they raised in
Yeah,
total?
they were supposed to, a total, they were supposed to raise about 10,000 BNB.
Right,
And so far with those 2 sales, I believe they raised up to like 7,500 to 8,000 BNB, somewhere in
okay,
there. I don't know the exact number, but yeah, somewhere in there. And some of those could have also been like not too much, but the influencer stuff as well. Um, I need to double check on that because I hadn't heard that. And another thing that happened within the past week or week and a half was the Telegram members just jumped like crazy. I mean, they already they said that that's what they're going to do. They were going to ramp up marketing once the OG sale and private sale happened.
mhm,
And up to that point, it was about 6,500 members somewhere in there. But now I see it's way more than 16,000 members in there. So this is what they kind of did for mini Doge as
yeah,
well.
I remember that.
So and that worked out in one sense, but the reason for the huge dump, it was on Pink Sale or DXL, one of those. I think it was DXL. It was on DXL, and when you do it on DXL or Pink Sale, they have a portion of the tokens that they receive, and they dumped it on everybody, and then
Yeah,
uh,
that's common. That's that's why a lot of people now are, doing more with, pre-sales up front,
yeah,
so that that doesn't happen, because that's exactly what happens. You get influencers and you
right,
have a pink sale and DX sale, and they want to be paid in your token. And then as soon as they get it, they dump it,
right,
so that's
yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah, and that's why they were waiting to get their Pi swap thing in order, launch that first, and then also, finish up the Moonforce platform for their launch pad. Uh, so, and that's why they were to keep on, moving the days. I mean, software, it happens. You cannot just predict something and then it's going
No,
to
you
happen that way.
can't.
It just happens. And then they're a good team too. Like their
It's a
past
very big
projects.
project and they're a
Oh,
great
very good.
team.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's one of our goat teams in the goat category. So in that sense, they should do good. Now, since they're in charge of the Moonforce platform and PiSwap, nobody's going to dump that much coins on everybody, and also they have like the moonshot mechanism where it buys back the tokens as well and keeps. I mean, it fills up based on the taxes, and then
Right.
it buys back at certain intervals. So there's like 2,000 BNB buyback or 1,000 BNB buyback, 500, 750 BNB buyback. So that mechanism. I mean, there's so much details in this project. It's like
It's
you have
crazy. I
to
lost track of it. That's
I
how
know.
it's so involved.
Yeah, you have to like read it to 2 or 3 times to even try to understand what's going on, so that you get a comprehensive picture of what they're trying to do, because it's huge. Yeah. But I mean, that's basically in a nutshell what they're doing. But you know, the Moonforce platform is going to, and the thing about this one, the Moonforce is it's a reflection token, and you're getting reflections not in Moonforce, you're getting reflections in BNB, so not in
Right.
Moonforce. You know,
That's
usually when you see
that's pretty
reflection
awesome.
tokens, yeah, usually when you see reflection tokens, it's always mostly it's in the actual coin itself, but this one is in actual BNB, you know, so.
So this is going to be launching on their Moonforce launchpad.
Yeah, Launchpad, correct.
Uh-huh. And is there anything special that someone needs to do for their launchpad to be able to get on their launchpad?
No, not that I know of. Now, future projects that get launched on their Launchpad,
You'll have
if
to
you
hold them.
hold, yeah, if you
Yeah.
hold a certain amount, they start at 2 million and up force tokens. If you hold those amount, then you get priority on those projects, like, you know, maybe 3 hours before everybody gets in. Somebody who's holding so much can get in, or 30 minutes before everybody gets in, you can get in that project. So that's the only thing. But now for this particular for today, you don't need to hold anything or anything like that.
Well, that's really interesting. That's one of the big things that, you know, with our launch pad, you know, there's not a whole lot of times that I don't think I've ever gotten to one. Maybe I got in Tron pad, but it was very difficult to get these spots, you know, in these launch pads. I mean, it's,
Right.
you know, after they launch, and if you wait, you know, long, basically you can't afford actually to buy any kind of, you know, allocation. So that's pretty exciting, you know, kind of what we're going to be doing. So it's kind of going to be similar to, you know, how we're going to get things rolling in the next few months. So exciting times. But I wish you a ton of luck. I'm actually going to try to sneak in there today,
Yeah.
and see what happens. And maybe
Absolutely.
maybe I can kind of get in there and maybe on a dip or something, because I definitely think that it's definitely going to go somewhere. So thanks again for your information, Winston. He's one of our top bettors too, and amazing actually, and a scout too. So
Thank you. I appreciate
you're
that. But yeah,
welcome.
pre-sale, try to get it because it's 2000 BNB. It's not gonna go in seconds, I don't think, but it's gonna go pretty fast.
Yeah.
Last time they had in mini doors they had 5000 BNB, and that went, I would say, probably in like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But this time it's about half less, so it could go faster than that. So just
Exciting times. So I'll be
yeah.
rooting for you.
Thank you. You too. I
You're
hope you can get on a good price as well, or
Yeah, I
get in the
will. I
pre-sale
will.
too.
You know what? And if not, that's okay. There's always more,
Of course.
right? There's always something.
Yeah.
So thanks, Winston. I appreciate you.
No worries. No worries.
Any other questions out there?
Phyllis, I have another on this, if nobody else jumps in.
Sure.
So my strategy has not been very good lately. Whenever I get into a pre-sale, I tend, you know, you can't tell where you're going to get in, right? And sometimes you end up at the top, or I guess the other strategy is buying the dip, so that you just kind of wait and see how it goes, and then wait for that. Seems to be what I've been doing lately. And so is that really how, since there's not going to be so much dumping as per what Winston just said?
Well, that's what it sounds like, but you know,
try to get on the pre-sale, or
it's hard to say, honestly. I mean, sure, anybody can try to get it on the pre-sale, right? He thinks that you might have a chance. So yeah, I mean, you know, I'm going to try to get on the pre-sale, and if I can't, then I'll, you know, look at another way. But yeah, there's no hurt, right?
Yeah.
If you just don't get in. If you don't get in, you don't get in. But that's okay. But you know, one of the things that, you know, I know a lot of people use Pancake Swap, and then of course they're using their own swaps here. But one of the things that, you know, I like to do is, and I'm not recommending it, but I like to use Pancake Swap, but I like to have PooCoin open so I can see where the chart is, you know, because you really can't see, you know, the chart on Pancake Swap, you know. So if you're, you know, getting ready to jump in somewhere, you know, you kind of really don't know where you're coming in at. So I kind of like to have both the best of both worlds, unless there's something out there that I don't know where you can actually see the charts on PancakeSwap, so you can actually make sure that you're getting in on the right time.
And some people buy right off of PooCoin. That's what I usually do.
Yeah, you can,
And
but
what's
you
the
got to
point
keep
of
in
having
mind though.
both?
But PooCoin, you just have to keep in mind that PooCoin, actually, it's real. It goes through PancakeSwap.
Oh.
So there's like there's a little bit of a lull time. It
Oh.
appears anyway, because they don't just swap it for you. If you go look at your BSC scan, you'll see that they actually they go through PancakeSwap. So you're actually kind of going through one hoop to get to another hoop, and then to the BSC.
It's more
So
direct.
I'm sorry.
It's more direct.
Yeah. And that's kind of so some people just will do that instead. So anybody else have any experience with doing what she's talking about, Deborah, about, is there any tricks? I know there's a lot of tricks out there that the guys do use for, trying to get in early to a pre-sale, but is there anything out there that you guys could recommend? Oh, I see. Somebody said the AMA last night, they recommended that using a computer to get in on MoonForce pre-sales more smoothly. I believe that too. I don't ever, personally, I never do a pre-sale on my phone. Never. I never had success with it. I always wind up coming in, too high and I fight my way back, and it's, then I got to do a lot of extra work, in the meantime. So, yeah, I always do everything on my computer right now. I don't ever do it any other way. So, but thanks, whoever if your initials, thanks for that.
Hey,
Or is
Phyllis.
that LF, Lorraine? That's who it is. Thanks, Lorraine. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I am gonna try to get in the pre-sale as well. And if I don't, and I try to get on launch time, because they raise so much BNB, there's like no doubt that there's gonna be a sell-off, because
Yeah, I
all
believe it too.
1,000 BNB holders are not gonna be, they might be just looking for quick profits. So when I see a red candle, that'll be a good entry point for me.
Yeah,
So I'll be
that's kind
looking
of what
for.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I'm going to do if I can't get in on the pre-sale for sure. I mean, that's it. There has to be. There always, what goes up must come down, right? It always comes down.
Always. Yep.
There's no doubt about that. So thanks for that. I appreciate that. JP, another one of our monstrous vetters out there and scouts. Thank you. Any other questions? Is there anything you'd like me to kind of, I don't know, if you want me to do something? The other day we did a little training on how to read a chart, and that was kind of fun. I got a lot of great feedback back for that. So if there's anything out there that in the future, or if there's, no questions are out there, I'd be happy to roll into something else. So just let me know. I see a hand raised, but Mauricio, for some reason, I can't get you to unmute. So I'm sorry about that. If you want to type your question in.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. So my question is, so I did get lucky enough to get into the private sale.
For
And,
what token?
For better.
Oh, okay, right.
For the launch pad, for the dPad. And but I fill out my form before I guess you guys came out with the update.
I'm sorry, you're going in and out.
Whoever is been
I could,
like whoever's
Mauricio,
been.
I couldn't hear you.
No?
Can you repeat it? Sorry, you were going in and
Okay.
out.
So I did got into the private sale.
Yes.
Because I got the third tier.
Okay.
So, but I filled out my form before you guys came out with the update that whoever's been in the whatchamacallit, the platform for 2 or 3 months, we are allowed to do
Oh,
5
right.
more,
Okay, right. On the Discord.
BNBs.
Mhm.
Yeah, on the Discord. So when are we gonna be able to do that? Because we already fill out
It's a good
the
question. I'm going to make sure,
form.
let me repeat it back to you, so I can make sure that I heard it right. You want to know, you're a member of Discord and you've been an
Yes,
active member.
since September last year, I think.
Okay, so you're an active member and with the active members from Discord, if you've been active for 2 months or more, and they're talking about people qualifying for a five extra B&B. And I know
Yes.
I asked that question today, and I believe they're in the process of figuring that out. I think they wanted to get out the whitelist candidates for the pre-sale, which they did that today. And I believe the next step is to actually do that too. So that's coming. Just it'll come. It's
Just hold on tight.
Hold tight, my friend.
All right, I got it. All right. I just wanted to know because I've been, getting in and out in these calls, and sometimes I miss it, because I'm doing something else. And but that's why I want to get in today and actually ask that question, because if there was answer already, I kind of missed it.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay if you missed it and we have to say it again. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it.
All right. Thank you very much for your help.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome. You're welcome as well. And thanks for being in
And
our
as always,
community.
keep up the great work.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You too, my friends.
All right. Take
All
care.
right. Any other
Phyllis?
questions or comments or anything, guys?
Phyllis, one more. It's me
Yeah.
again, Deborah. I hate to hog the thing, but I love that pre-sale, meaning that session you did where you read the chart.
Uh-huh.
And I'm looking for the replay, and I saw it pop up somewhere. Now I can't find it.
It should be on
Where
YouTube.
would you say to look for it?
It should be on YouTube.
Just on YouTube.
Yeah,
Under
on the on the Better YouTube. Yeah,
Okay.
it should be, unless it got taken down.
I-
But it should be.
yeah, I saw it pop
I
up
did
and then I
upload
thought,
it. Yeah,
would
I
it be on
remember.
the Discord?
No, it's probably on YouTube,
Okay.
because I did upload it to YouTube, unless it got taken down. You never know with YouTube, right?
Oh, I did see it appear on my phone.
Let
one
me
day.
see,
Yeah.
and let me see if I could, I'm bringing it up on another computer so I don't have to disturb my screen here, but let me go there and look real quick. And
Because Dan went through lots of cool stuff there, but he went through it very fast.
Orion, yeah, he did. I think it
Was
was,
it Ryan? Okay, sorry.
yeah, Ryan did that. What day was that on? Was that on the 16th?
16th, I think.
Yeah, that's on there.
Oh, good.
Yep, that's on the Better platform. So once you get there, actually right now, guys, if you haven't done it, go to YouTube, go to the Better and subscribe and do some likes, and most importantly, make some comments. And the other thing that's so important is, to just make sure that you watch the videos and support it, so we can so we're getting, more recognition that way as well. So yeah, Deborah, it's on there. And I'm glad you enjoyed that. I had thought about that for a long time now, about teaching people how to read the chart. And, we're not going to be perfect at it. And, you don't have to be a technical analysis person. But for what, we showed you, I asked Ryan to kind of go through some basics. Everybody can do that. And it really does help, especially when you're voting and you're on the Better platform. If you're voting and you want to make sure you're voting accurately, or even if you just want to see for yourself, kind of where, you kind of came in at, and, how much was the gain. And instead of trying to figure it out on your own, you have the tools there to do it. So he's really great at doing that. And I asked him to kind of hang in there and do it for us, so that he can, teach some people some great things. So it was great. So thank you. Any other questions or comments or anything? I'd be happy to answer them. All right, guys. Well, this is a wrap, because we do have a 5 o'clock Eastern time Better Trading Club call. And that's going to be pretty exciting. So those of you who have access to the link, you know where it is, and go ahead and jump on that call, and let's get some more education. All right. Have a great night, everyone. A better tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to each and every one of you to have incredible, relentless success. Bye for now.
Thanks, Phyllis.
You're
Thanks, Phyllis.
welcome. Bye-bye.